a lot on my mind recently, specifically regarding the current and future direction of modding and porting. I want to get this stuff out here, raw and uncensored. Back in 2019, the act of manually porting was this crazy new wild frontier. Then, by 2022, I was writing full video guides to try and help the community make sense of this chaos. Neural networks were certainly around by 2022, but realistically, they were an utter joke in terms of the quality of output, useless to developers, and not practical for hardcore code/technical solutions. However, this is changing drastically now. AI is pushing the envelope day after day. This is not hype, but now, solutions to problems that sounded like science fiction just a few years ago are starting to become achievable. After spending years doing pretty much every gnarly and broken aspect of Valve engine modding, digging through tons of ancient code, and documenting tons of techie nonsense onto the VDC wiki under NuGet, I've arrived at one irrefutable truth. Think of it as a manifesto, if you will. Manual porting is dead. There is no career path in it. Porting maps was primarily a learning experience initially, a basic mechanism to build something and begin level designing through trial and error. However, now that I know how to create maps from the ground up and have a full understanding of geometry, there is no reason to waste time porting over another person's map. You are not creating anything new. You are just taking old work and transferring it into a new engine. You are exchanging weeks of frustrating and painstaking effort to squish a 1998 map into a modern engine for absolutely no tangible gains in your personal portfolio. Nothing you can claim ownership of. No career progress. And then, there is always the potential copyright hammer to fear. So why waste your time, effort, and knowledge on another person's old project and keep them remembered instead of yourself? That is why I have wholeheartedly pushed my career into automating as much of this as possible. Why am I wasting my brain cells on endless manual labor? A .vmf is a simple plain text file, though it might not seem like it at first glance. Open it in an editor like Notepad++, and it reveals structured data, coordinates, entities, nothing complicated. With C++, some simple Python scripts, and an increasingly smarter AI, there is no reason to mindlessly grind through this manual labor. Why waste an entire night rewriting .qc files? Why am I playing with bone weights and hitboxes, or patching up the myriad collision issues in .smd models? A neural network can analyze raw data and then spit out compiled parameters. The sticking point is that when you decompile a BSP map, the output can be an absolute nightmare. The complicated geometry gets demolished, invisible faces pile up. It's a real horror to work with, and the compilation process goes haywire. This problem can't just be solved with find and replace scripts, since a script doesn't truly understand 3D space. This is precisely the sort of problem I want to tackle head-on. We need intelligent bots capable of understanding and interpreting geometry as it relates to our workflow in the editor. In Hammer, if you compile and press Alt+P, it actually checks the map for errors and lists coordinates and entities that are out of place. I want a bot to operate just like that, constantly running in the background. It would be able to scrape error logs, manipulate coordinates to the correct place, reconstruct any geometry that might be too broken to repair, and replace it with something more solid so that the map doesn't leak. The machine that broke our map when we decompiled it should be the machine that fixes it as well. This is the path I am choosing. If you are only beginning your career and spending a lot of your energy on manual porting, my advice to you is stop it. Now, cut out the tedious grunt work. Learn a programming language. C++ and Python are essential. Dabble in neural networks. Become the tool and solution creator, not the manual labor pusher of obsolete assets. The future is about building the machine that does the heavy lifting,